Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Richard Bailey, and today is April 16th, 2023. Today we're going to go over the workout as always. We actually had the opposite of my first two videos, which was a back day. So I'm really excited to film that for you guys. Really excited to show you exactly what I do on back days, some of the good, the bad, and the ugly. I think there's a lot of room for improvement, but we got it done, we got it filmed, and we're moving on. And also, instead of a 8 to 9 mile run, I actually did a nice and easy slow run today. It was about 4.75 miles, no pace requirements, just a nice easy run to get the blood flowing, and turned out to be pretty good. I was really happy with my progress. I'll get into it later, but I think I'm really starting to move into the right direction. So excited about that. Also in this video, I wanted to go over an objective view of some of the things that I've been filming and some of the workouts that I've been having, some of the good, the bad, and the ugly from that. Just wanted to say that I think by filming a lot of your videos, filming your workouts, I think you're really able to understand where you are as an athlete, whether you want to be a powerlifter, a bodybuilder, or a hybrid athlete like myself. Really, filming your workouts gives you an objective view of where you are and where you want to be. So, really excited that I started this YouTube channel. Really excited that you guys are along here for the journey. And I'm excited to keep making videos. So let's do it. So, let's talk about the run. Today's run was a nice and easy 4.5 mile run, or something around there. I think it was 4.78 to be exact. So it was a nice and easy run just to get the blood flowing. The way that I like to structure my weekly training plan is that I have a lot of volume pretty much in half of my week, and the other half is very, very relaxed. I've been very much injury prone over the past 6 months, and by taking this aggressive but very conservative approach in certain parts of the week has really helped me continue to build my mileage, and has really helped me to avoid injury, because that's something that you can't get better if you're always hurt, if you're always running on the treadmill, if you're always having to do the bike because you can't run. So no one wants that. So my training plan, while it might not be the single best plan, it's been effective for me, and which is Monday and Thursdays I have my base run, which, like I mentioned yesterday, is currently at 8.6-ish miles and at goal marathon pace, which for me is around the 7:40 mark. Tuesdays I have my easy run under 5 miles. It doesn't really matter the pace, as long as it's not 9 or 10 minutes, I'm cool. Fridays I have my fast run, and that is the day that pace really does matter. I'm trying to get under 7 minutes for that run. I haven't been able to do it quite yet because my runs are typically around 8.5 miles on that day, but I'm working towards that, and that's definitely the goal. 8.5 miles under 7 minutes per mile would be a very good run for myself. Very honest running, the best run I've ever had, even though it's not, Olympic quality. It's good for me. So I'm looking forward to the day that I can show you guys that run. And Saturday, I have my long runs. I started at, I believe it was 10 miles a couple weeks ago, and each time I've been able to complete that long run, I increased the mileage by 2 miles. So it went from 10 miles to 12 miles. Last week I did 14 miles. This week I'm gonna do 16. The pace really doesn't matter on that as well, but I try to keep myself honest. If I run for 10 miles an hour for 16 miles, it's gonna be too easy. So try to keep it under 8:30, but I really don't want to go under 8, at least for the time being. My plan is so that whenever I get to 20 miles, by increasing it 2 miles each week, I will then slowly take down the time of that entire run. I'm not gonna worry about pace, I'm gonna worry about the entire run. And if I can get that under 2 hours, or maybe the goal might be 2:15, then I'm ready to run a 3-hour marathon. But that's gonna take some years. So that's the general premise of my training plan. It's been working for me so far, and I'm gonna keep at it. All right, let's go and jump into the run. Today's total distance was 4.78 miles for a total moving time of 37 minutes and 15 seconds for a per mile pace of 7 minutes and 47 seconds. Overall, this was a pretty good run for me. Didn't really have too many complaints. There wasn't any pace requirements for this one, but still ended up getting close to goal marathon pace. As you'll notice with the splits, Spokane has a lot of hills. So at the beginning of the run, it's usually a pretty sharp elevation drop, but around mile 3, you'll see that we picked up and really had to gain all that elevation back. At 4, we dropped again, and 5, we gained that elevation back again. So there's a lot of hills, and I think this is good training as far as really controlling your heart rate. The one thing that I've been doing lately is whenever I am going up a hill, whether it's a small hill or a very steep hill, is that I will exclusively breathe through my nose. And I'll breathe through my nose on the way down, and I feel as if this helps me control my heart rate, so my heart rate isn't going crazy. I don't have any stats for, you know, the heart rate monitor or Apple Watch or whatever people use nowadays, but it's something that I do plan on getting in the future. But I just breathe through my nose and hope that by the time I get to the other side of the hill, my heart rate has gotten to a normal point. So I think I really produced well today, even though I wasn't trying. Like I mentioned, I'm within a striking distance of goal marathon pace, and this is something that I could have reached easily, but that wasn't the point of today. The point of today is to gain some extra mileage on the week before our nice long day off. And whenever we come back on Thursday, we'll be ready to rock and roll and really put on some miles and run some very fast times. So good run, and let's go ahead and move on to the next part. All right, let's talk about the workout. So today, I did 3 supersets. First superset was a bent over barbell row supersetted with a power rear fly exercise. It's something that I kind of made up on my own. It's very similar to a regular dumbbell fly, but I'm just moving my legs a little bit to get a little bit of extra weight. And I feel like I'm able to really activate more of my back muscles like that. So I do it. It's not proper form, but it works for me. You guys will see. The next exercise is pull-ups and dumbbell bent over rows. I do those back to back to really stress my back muscles. This is something that I've been doing for years, and I'm finally at the point where I can complete sets without having to struggle a crazy amount on the pull-ups. So that's always exciting. And the last exercise was just arms. I did incline tricep skull crushers as well as reverse curls with, I believe it was 35. So it was a relatively light workout, which is something that I need to fix. My back days need to be more intense. So it's something that I'll definitely be working on, but I did what I could for today, and let's go ahead and view it. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. So our first superset is barbell bent over rows supersetted with rear delt power fly.
He hopped off of that, he hopped off a creatine, he's about to hop off a
and I didn't get all my sets filmed on camera, but if you notice right now, I have a 45, a 35, and a 5 on. This is 215. Weight's moving pretty well. My first couple sets, I did, I believe it was 185, then 195, 205. I was only able to film my top 2 sets just because there were other people around the gym and I didn't want to be a burden to them. yeah, I think that moved pretty well. And the way that I like to think about barbell shrugs or barbell rows is essentially a reverse bench. So if you can have a really strong barbell row, I think your bench press isn't far behind. So right here I am using 40s power rear flies. I am feeling fatigued, but I'm gonna keep on going. And this is the one thing that I want to talk about. Like, yes, I'm pretty strong. Yes, I have some muscles, but I think there is definitely room for improvement on a lot of my sets, especially when it comes down to exercises where it isn't the most comfortable to push through, right? Like with bench press, yeah, you just go into a failure. No one really bats an eye, but going to failure on curls hurts a lot more. Going to failure on barbell bent over rows hurts a lot more. Like right here, that 225 is moving well. I had at least 3 or 4 more reps in me. Even if there were half reps, just having that time under tension is going to do you some good. And like right here, I just quit early. So I have to make the adjustment there, at least now that I have it on film and I have it in my mind. I can begin to implementing a harder training block into my mind and get it on paper and really focus on it for my next workouts. So we're here, back at it again with those power rear flies. I really feel like this helps the traps, helps the scapula area, kind of the mid to upper back. This has been kind of a saving grace for me, and really produce some fruit back-wise. So moving on. Like I said, I did 4 sets of that, and this is my next superset, which is pull-ups and bent over rows with the dumbbell. I have 80s with the dumbbell, and I'm trying 10 pull-ups with about 6 to 8 on the dumbbell bent over rows. So I'm not sure what set this actually is, but I know for a fact this is my first. These first pull-ups go really well, really easy. It's all sunshine and rainbows, and then you get tired out of nowhere. I'm guessing this is probably set 2, maybe even set 3, because I'm pretty gassed at this point. But I am kind of throwing around like a baby though, right? Look at that. 2 more. Pop. Oh, you get 1 more, you pop. That'll work. Yeah, this is an exercise where it's really just designed to exhaust you. It's designed to beat you up, and it really does. I'm not sure what set this is. I believe this is set 2, so this pull-up should look a lot more smooth. Yeah, this is definitely set 2. I also need to extend all the way to the bottom of those pull-ups. Kind of leaving some room for gains. Cable now, do I? Absolutely fucking not. Come on. Yeah, this is a much fresher set. Those weights are moving a lot easier. I'm not having to take breaks in between every 2 or 3 reps. I'm feeling good here, and I think my first set was even better, but I'm not sure if I have that on camera, or do I? Let's see. Oh yeah, this is my first set. These pull-ups are nice and crispy. I feel like I can go for 100, but as you can see by my third set, that clearly is not the case. So I did 3 sets of 8, essentially with all those, and these went well. So after that, I had my superset of arms. I was able to get 1 set again because there was a big Viking guy, and I wanted to make sure that he had adequate room for his 200 or 130 pound shrug, dumbbell shrug. So had to make room for the big guy. But yeah, and this is one of my exercises that has really helped me put size on my triceps, and it's starting to produce some fruit. So typically I like to go a little bit heavier than this, and I was actually able to increase the weight over the next couple of sets, but this was good. I was able to knock with 50s and 45s, and today I do reverse curls with 35s, and I do 3, 4, maybe even 5 sets of this, kind of depending on how I'm feeling. But I definitely feel like there's gains left on the table. So yeah, I mean, while this was a good training session, I did everything that I planned to do. I definitely think there is room for improvement. There's definitely room to continue to grow as a lifter. So let's talk about that.
I had deep party house on the baseball team. We went all over all like 30 guys, bro. It'd be a freaking madhouse.
It'd be fun every once in a while. The more I get into bigger crowds, the more I realize I'm out for it.
That's the social
Oh yeah, I can hold myself in conversation. That's just not my
What else you got? You live with multiple guys?
Yeah.
How's that?
There's no real big issue. No one's stealing my food. No one's causing shit. So it just makes rent cheap and a little less private space. But with how much shit I do alone, anyways,